In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use 6 psychology tricks to win any argument. Whether you're having a debate with a friend, a coworker, a family member, or a stranger, these tricks will help you persuade them, impress them, and avoid conflict. Sounds good? Without further ado, let's get started. The first psychology trick to win any argument is to start with empathy. Empathy means putting yourself in the other person's shoes and trying to understand their perspective, feelings, and motivations. By showing empathy, you can make the other person feel heard, respected, and valued, which will lower their defensiveness and hostility. Empathy can also help you find common ground and points of agreement, which can make your argument more convincing. To show empathy, you can use phrases like, "I see where you're coming from," "I understand how you feel," or "I appreciate your point of view." You can also ask questions to clarify their position and show interest in their reasoning. For example, you can say, "Can you tell me more about why you think that way?" Or, "What are some of the benefits of your proposal?" By starting with empathy, you can set a positive tone for the argument and make the other person more open to your ideas. The second psychology trick to win any argument is to use mirroring. Mirroring is a technique where you copy the other person's body language, tone of voice, and words. Mirroring can create a sense of rapport and trust between you and the other person, as it signals that you are on the same wavelength and that you share similar attitudes and values. Mirroring can also make the other person more receptive to your suggestions, as they will subconsciously feel that you are like them and that you have their best interests at heart. To use mirroring, you can subtly mimic the other person's gestures, facial expressions, posture, and eye contact. You can also match their speaking style, speed, volume, and vocabulary. For example, if they use a lot of metaphors, you can use metaphors too. If they use formal language, you can use formal language too. By using mirroring, you can create a connection with the other person and make them more likely to agree with you. The third psychology trick to win any argument is to ask open-ended questions. Open-ended questions are questions that cannot be answered with a simple yes or no, but require more explanation and elaboration. Open-ended questions can help you achieve several goals in an argument. First, they can help you gather more information and evidence from the other person, which can help you understand their logic and identify any flaws or inconsistencies in their argument. Second, they can help you challenge and test their arguments by asking them to provide examples, sources, or alternatives. Third, they can help you expose and overcome any biases, assumptions, or emotions that may be influencing their opinion. For example, you can ask, "How did you come to that conclusion?" Or, "What are some of the drawbacks of your solution?" Or, "How do you feel about the situation?" By asking open-ended questions, you can make the other person think more critically and objectively about their position and make them more open to changing their mind. The fourth psychology trick to win any argument is to use logic and reasoning. Logic and reasoning are the processes of using facts, evidence, and rationality to support your claims and conclusions. Logic and reasoning can help you make your argument more credible, persuasive, and sound, as they appeal to the other person's sense of reason and intelligence. Logic and reasoning can also help you counter any fallacies, errors, or contradictions that the other person may use in their argument, such as ad hominem attacks, straw man arguments, or false dilemmas. To use logic and reasoning, you need to do your research and prepare your arguments in advance. You need to have reliable and relevant sources, data, and examples to back up your points. You also need to have clear and coherent arguments that follow a logical structure and flow. For example, you can use the following format to present your arguments. "My claim is X, because Y, and here is the evidence Z." By using logic and reasoning, you can make your argument more convincing and compelling. The fifth psychology trick to win any argument is to practice active listening. Active listening is a skill where you pay full attention to what the other person is saying, without interrupting, judging, or distracting yourself. Active listening can help you improve your understanding and communication with the other person, as it shows that you are interested, respectful, and curious about their views. Active listening can also help you avoid misunderstandings, conflicts, and mistakes, as it allows you to clarify and confirm what the other person is saying and meaning. To practice active listening, you need to do 3 things: listen, reflect, and respond. Listen means to focus on the other person's words, tone, and body language, and to avoid any distractions or interruptions. Reflect means to paraphrase what the other person has said, and to repeat it back to them to check that you have fully understood. Respond means to give feedback, ask questions, or express your opinion in a polite and constructive way. By practicing active listening, you can make the other person feel valued and appreciated, and make them more willing to listen to you in return. The sixth and final psychology trick to win any argument is to use humor appropriately. Humor is a powerful tool that can help you diffuse tension, lighten the mood, and create rapport with the other person. Humor can also help you make your argument more memorable, engaging, and relatable, as it can make your points more vivid, catchy, and entertaining. However, humor can also backfire if you use it inappropriately, as it can offend, insult, or alienate the other person. To use humor appropriately, you need to follow some guidelines. First, you need to know your audience and their preferences, sensitivities, and boundaries. What may be funny to you may not be funny to them, and vice versa. Second, you need to know the context and the timing of the argument. Some situations and moments may not be suitable for humor, and may require more seriousness and respect. Third, you need to know the purpose and the tone of your humor. Your humor should be relevant, positive, and supportive of your argument, not irrelevant, negative, or undermining of your argument. For example, you can use humor to illustrate a point, to make a comparison, or to share a personal story, but not to mock, ridicule, or attack the other person. By using humor appropriately, you can make your argument more enjoyable and effective. And that's it for today's video. I hope you learned something new and useful from these 6 psychology tricks to win any argument. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and share it with your friends. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.